Why don't you go in there and take a look? There might be two of them, actually. So I'm on a little adventure today, just mostly cruising around in the boat. But I thought I'd pop into that area where earlier this summer I found some stone artifacts. Well, I guess you'd just call them spear points. They're kind of like little arrowheads, but they're spear points. So I thought I'd just check it out real quick and just hope that there's something here. That's the area right there where I found most of the stuff. And here's a piece of, looks like some quartz that's broken. There's a little piece down there. That's basically what I saw when I was here before. I was going along, I could just see the points just laying in on it, like those things are. Of course, I'm not picking up all these little flakes. That's definitely been worked. You know, there's pieces all up for something. Not really expecting to find too much because I'm gonna put them back. Like I said, I was here earlier. Water was a little bit cloudy though. And yeah, so we're just gonna walk up through here, see what we can see. Anything that looks suspicious, we'll pick up. And anything you want me to come back and look for, we will do that too. I was hoping there might be some things out deeper. But it was kind of cloudy when we were here before. I couldn't really see out here. Like down in that area, maybe washed out from the last couple hundred meters. I could not see this far out. Thinking about snorkeling, I'm just kind of like really getting in there close, but I don't have to. It's clear enough we don't have to worry about that. It's getting pretty chilly too. If you notice, but the leaves are falling, so it's no longer summer. All right, I'm going to keep looking around. If I see anything suspicious, I'll get you out, or I might just get you out anyway. I'm not seeing any signs of any lakes out this far. Everything seems to be pretty much right up against here, but we'll go back and forth just like we're doing. Just don't hold your breath, because I don't know if we're going to find anything. I just turned the camera off and I found something naturally. I was just kind of working my way up through here, just kind of flipping these little pieces over. I guess I could get a stick, and this popped out. Isn't that awesome? That's a beautiful little point right there, isn't it? Now that could very easily be an actual arrowhead. I mean, I think it's probably small enough, or it could be just like a little dart point too. That's where I found it, right in here. Just kind of going along, just flipping these little white things over and seeing what they were. Looks like everything in this area is made out of this quartz. It looks a little suspicious. Yep. I don't know if other people come here or not. We're definitely going to come here in the spring once all these leaves are off the bank and it gets washed out some more. Wow, that's awesome, man. We got one. Awesome. Sweet. I don't want to keep turning you off. I'll just keep you on. That looks interesting. That little piece right there. I'm not going to... Oh, let's go under for a second. Well, it definitely wasn't too interesting. Back and forth, back and forth. Right there, there's a lot of algae on this. I'm just going to pick it up. I don't think it's anything. Oh, yeah, that's a nice chip though, isn't it? Sweet. Actually, sweet. Alright, back this way. I'm trying to stay above the, I'm messing up with the current, with the silt. I want to stay above it. When I was here before, I found kind of one weird rock. It wasn't made out of quartz, it was kind of a long, thin one. I didn't keep it, I just left it. Hopefully we can find it again up here. Because I'm just not sure what it is. I don't know if it's natural, and some other people in my video that I made were thinking that it might have been some type of tool. Yeah, when we were here in the summer, man, we looked down and there's like, bam, they're right there. I don't think we're going to have that luck right now, though. It's an interesting little area. That's a piece of nice rose quartz. I don't know if there's going to be anything like worked about it, but I'm sure it's been broken open. nice workpiece there too. Man, it'd be nice to find one made out of that. Rose quartz. Just found this. This is a piece of Indian pottery. You can see how they scored it on that side. I don't know if I found any of this when we were here the first time or not. I mean, this is only the second time I've ever been here, but just keep looking down there. Looks like it's fire reddened. Yeah, it's been cracked. Not seeing too much of you. Every little white piece. I'm going to pick up all the quartz. At least look at it. Get pleasantly surprised. I suppose that shiny thing is. I mean, it doesn't. It's probably aluminum. Or somebody's camping out here. Yeah. Oh no! That's I guess mica. I don't think that was any type of artifact. It's really soft, and it does occur naturally in this area. But now for all kinds of stuff in here. Interesting piece right there. It's a possibility that could be something. I can't really see any good shape yet, but the fact that it's so pure looking, that makes me wonder. Let's go and look together. Pure looking. Well, man, it just looked like it didn't have a lot of flaws in it, so I thought it might have been a good piece. That could be something. What's that? Well, I guess we have to throw my theory about just looking for the quartz out the window, because that's definitely not quartz, and that's definitely the base to a little spear point of some sort. Oh man, we're doing all right. I really didn't suspect we'd find much of anything since I'd already been here once, but I guess having the water a little bit more clear is helping us out a little bit. I keep going out here. It disappears once we get 10 feet off the bank. And make them nice and hot, and then they would be able to use those stones to heat up other things like liquids. Like if you had a pouch made out of skin or something like that, like a hide with water in it, you could heat it up. Just drop hot rocks in it. Same way with the little pieces of pottery we were finding. Instead of putting it right over the fire, you could just have a little bowl, throw a couple hot rocks in there, and heat up your soup or your gruel or whatever they were making. And it was just an easy, safe way not to destroy a cooking utensil, because of course they didn't have metal, at least not a lot. You do find some copper stuff around here, but usually those are just tools. I saw something over there. That's probably just another one of those rocks I was telling you, just talking to you about. Yep. Fire, you know, that's been heated up and it's split open because of the fire. That sandstone. Pretty soft. You wouldn't want to be making like wars, you know, weapons of war, or tools that you might want to. It wouldn't be very durable. Let's put it that way. I could break, you can break it with your fingers. Quite a few pieces of quartz in here. So let's go ahead and look at some of these together. I'm gonna put you under. I was kind of hoping that might be one. That was definitely another nice little point right there. It's not quite as well made as the other ones, but it's still a beauty. Let's look in here some more. What do you say? I'm going to put you back under. I do want you to, well, you know, hold your breath. I think what we'll do is just wait until we like see some more stuff before I put you under. This is interesting out here. I see some quartz, and it's really a lot further out than any other that I've seen. Looks like quartz, maybe not. I saw that white, and I thought, well, that's bedrock right there, so nothing will be under it. But see, even out here, you don't really see not really see much in the way of flakes. So they start right about in here and go around. All right, don't give up yet. 2.5. Let's try for 3.5 or 4. Let's go in there and take a look. There might be 2 of them actually. Not just one, but it's a beauty. It's got a little bit of broken tip on it. Looks like it's been reworked maybe, but still a nice one. I'm really happy with that. We just really need to pay a little more attention to everything. Everything. That's awesome. So that piece that I'm looking for is kind of like a long thin piece. Pretty sure it's made out of like a shaly, not quartz, but a some type of like shaly. So it's probably nothing, because I am seeing a lot more of those stones in here. That's one right there. We'll pick that up. And they're really soft, so I don't think that. Ooh, little round ball. Hickory nut. I don't think that you would really want to use anything like that for a tool of any kind. I think it was made up of this stuff here, so maybe it was nothing. That's kind of a roundish looking rock. Let's look at that. See, it's all broken open. See how it's all cracked like that and broken and a little dark? I mean, that just doesn't happen naturally in nature very much. I mean, it can if you're like in a mountainous area or there's, rapids and the rocks are rolling around and going down. But if you look here, I mean, you notice there's almost no rocks. I mean, there's, the little ones that are coming out of here, there's a little bit of bedrock down there. But it's not like a churning thing where pieces of sandstone are going to get blasted apart by hitting other pieces of sandstone. So that is just pretty typical of just a rock being really hot and just breaking open when you drop it into a liquid. For example, if you're ever camping, you don't want to use chunks of sandstone for your fire, because that can happen. If they're not really dry on the inside, they can actually kind of explode. I mean, it's not going to kill you, but it's going to scare you. So you always have to be worried, thinking about not using really soft rocks if you're going to build a campfire ring. Especially if they have any type of moisture in them. What do you think they do? Here, not it's just little flakes. Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes open out there, but I'm just not seeing anything past. There's a little bit out there maybe, but not much really. Not like up close to the bank. That's a lost cause over there as far as I'm concerned. We'll come back in the spring when that's all cleaned out by the floods, winter floods. Oh, that's another nice little piece of pottery. Look at that. And the thing is, as I was picking that up, I saw another piece over here. Let's go ahead and grab that. So I think we can date this occupation pretty clearly with this type of pottery. Now, I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. I haven't really studied it because I haven't really looked for it that much. Just, a little bit when I was a kid, and every now and then I come across a little bit of stuff. But, I think we can probably date it to within a few thousand years as to when this was lost anyway. Probably the other ones as well. Now, this isn't the flat rock I'm looking for that I found before, but it's very similar. So I'm going to say it's definitely just a natural stone. It's not anything that was fashioned into a tool. Well, of course, as soon as I turn the camera off, I find another one. This is like a really different style. I don't think this is broken, or if it was broken, it was refashioned into another point. You see how that is grooved right there, so that's how we've been, fashioned on the end of a stick, a dart or whatever. So I guess it's probably a reworked one, actually, is what you'd call it. So I just came back to the deep area again. I'm looking around, not really seeing anything. So I swung around and I'm working my way back again to the bank again, and I see a good size one in here somewhere. I should have marked it because I'll probably never find. Oh, there it is. Probably never find it again, but pretty sure that's going to be one. What do you think? Yep, I think so. I'll put you under first. Oh, 100%. That's probably reworked too, so it's kind of curved over. Maybe it's a knife blade. You think it's a knife blade? if you hafted that, that would make a good cutting. That could be what that is. Yeah, I don't think anything we're finding today is freshly washed out from the last time we were here. I think we're just seeing more because I'm slowing down and the water's a little bit more clear than it was. Glad we came back there. Jeez, I really didn't expect to find much. Maybe one. Okay, I'll put you away. That seems to be a pretty good luck. Or seems to be a lucky thing for me to say, because usually I find stuff like as soon as I turn the camera off, unfortunately. Okay, let me say this too, because I almost forgot about it. The first time I was here when I did the video, I did a lot of underwater stuff, and there were some areas that looked like they were like circles of rocks that looked like they might have been man-made. You know, somebody put them there. But I think I can say with pretty much certainty that's not the case here, because this bottom gets scoured. I mean, you can tell by looking at it, it just gets scoured with every flood. So if I do see one of those spots, I'll show it to you, but I just don't think that those were man-made circles. It could have been done by suckers. And I don't mean like people that suck, but a type of fish that they actually make pyramids in the water. Usually they're big pyramids. They could be like 3 feet high, but they do that as part of their reproductive cycle. I don't think that's what that was either, but I'll be quiet now. Okay, as you can see, we're kind of rapidly hitting the end of the area where I was finding stuff. On the way back, we're going to take a closer look at these the cliffs and the hillside right here. But I think I might see one right up here. What do you think? There it is. I bet you. Yeah, it's definitely another beauty right there. Another quartz one. And, you know, see that green on it? That's actually just algae where the sun's been shining on it and is allowing algae to grow attached to it. Kind of like I'm attached to it now. In more ways than one. Before I put you away, let's look at this one. That could be, almost looks like it's probably the center part of one. The tip's broken off. Yeah, I'd say that is. I'd say that's probably, see how it's worked on that side? Worked a little shaky on that one though, but I'll go ahead and save that too, just in case, because I don't want you guys to say, oh my god, that was a great one. And I left it. But it didn't get you out for this one, but I think that's one too. That's definitely quartz. Looks like you can see it's, it was hafted right there. Broken off. Very worn though. The edges are not sharp at all. Like that's been tumbling in the river out here for a long, well, I guess it has for a long time, but much more worn than the other ones. Yeah, it's a little sticky pointy thing. That is. Let's go look at that. Kind of like, you know, looks almost like the same type of thing, doesn't it? Now I'm not going to say that could be a drill, I guess. You know, very tip. Yeah, that's a tip to probably a drill of some sort. That's broken, of course, and very worn, just like that one. But they were found together. Don't see any more though. Isn't that curious? Oh, by the way, here are these are the walnuts that are flopping in the water, walking along. So I'm just going to work my way along the bank. Again, it's not the best conditions of leaves and silt and dead vegetation. And we did look through here before. So I can't imagine we missed anything. In the spring this will be good because all these leaves will be gone. And the silt will be mostly gone. That's interesting, that's down that far. It's kind of weird that it's flat like that right there. That's new, that wasn't like that the last time we were here. It's actually, you know, pawpaw tree that's pulled out of the bank, so, you know, with the winter floods, they're going to take more of this out, and there's probably other artifacts right in that layer up there. You know, there's obviously not tons of them, but they're in there. Piece of rebar is probably where somebody was trapping, you know, raccoons or beaver or something like that out here at one time. Close by, we'll use it for a little walking stick for a minute. Deer tracks. So I did see one interesting piece when I was in the water when we were looking up here. Isn't that cool how that's cut out like that? Must be a softer layer of silt in there. And a few stones that are in it, which is interesting. This bank might have been much lower when it was occupied 5,000-10,000 years ago, whatever. Let's see, there was one piece of quartz I saw up here that I thought we would look at. We don't seem like bones sticking out of there. I imagine this probably, these banks are probably loaded with Indian graves and stuff. And they got to be buried somewhere. I mean, I've never found one, but I guess it'll always be a first. This line right here is probably where the last flood we had, maybe. Because the river was up not too long ago. Alright, yeah, that's that little piece right here. I just want to see how deeply it was buried. It is in that silt layer, so that layer, and one here too. So this layer is probably, I mean, I don't think this washed down from above and got stuck in that. So when that was deposited, all that dirt has come in since then. All that silt has come in since that time. So that's kind of interesting. I didn't really expect that, and that's a work piece too. Now that could have come in from up higher, but that piece right there I don't think did. I think that's right where it started, or right where it was left, however many thousands of years ago. Alright, I guess that's about it. If I see anything else amazing, I'll go ahead and let you know and show it to you. Otherwise, I'm going to probably have to start hitting the roads and get out of here and get home before it gets dark. I'll be quiet now. We'll see you on the next one, I hope.
She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be.